Hello.
It's been so long since I've seen you.
Right?
Welcome, everybody, to the commentary zone. We're doing back-to-back shows today, and on the docket we have 90 Day Fiancé. Before the 90 Days, Season 5, Episode 4, Ghosts from the Past. What did you think about the episode?
I laughed.
You
I did. I couldn't do anything else because I was just like, what? Because okay, Ximena and Mike are the MVPs of this episode, in my opinion, because they had me cracking up.
wait, why?
Okay, so we might as well just start with them and get into it.
Yeah,
So,
they were the first couple up anyway. Yeah.
he arrives.
Hmm.
There's
And
a
it was
language
like
barrier.
what we said last week.
Mm-hmm.
She could not come in to be on customs immigration. He had to clear that and come outside, and she was right there.
She was right there. They had a little huggy, kissy, and all this good stuff. Now, they're driving along, whatever. They get to his house. Well, her house. They get to her house.
No, you said it right the first time. He paying for it.
Okay, they house. That he's paying for, and he's like, oh, I was expecting to meet her children, but not her whole entire family. Now, can we talk about? Okay, tell me if I'm understanding this correctly.
Mm-hmm.
That very young looking girl is her stepmother.
Yes.
Okay.
And that the stepmother and daddy are living with her, and he paying the rent. But yet daddy's saying she got to be good enough for my daughter. The same daughter who went and raised her leg in a prison to get her second baby and had her first baby at 14 or 15. If you don't stop.
That's what I was saying. Like when she said, oh, her parents are staying with her temporarily. Like, first of all, I'm like, why does the stepmother look 16? In my opinion. Second of all, I'm like, oh, so you taking care of the whole family? They moved in temporarily. Then, and then fashion, she's like, yeah, Mike's keeping us afloat. I'm like, Annie though. That took me out. I was like, and I feel bad for laughing, but I don't because, sir, this is what your good friend, and his wife was trying to tell you. Now, I like the fact that she said, oh, he's keeping us afloat. I'm like, oh, so he's keeping you afloat. So who else is helping you with the rest? If Mike is just keeping you afloat. So basically what you're telling me is he really doesn't send you enough money. But y'all look, none of y'all look like y'all missing any meals. And the place was pretty nice. I'm like, okay.
It is nice. You see how many bedrooms they
Yes.
got?
And
it's her bedroom. It's the parents' bedroom. The boys have their own bedrooms. Yes. Wow. And then all the nice furniture. The whole family could fit into the living room.
Mm-hmm.
Child. But wait.
Go ahead.
The MVP part of their segment for me was this. I love me some street food.
Yes. I thought about you. I thought about you when watching that scene.
Yes. I looked at that and I was like, I'm on board with Ximena. I love it that she took him there.
Yes, and I will say this: she seems okay, but you could see what's going on here easily. It's not. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, let's call a thing a thing. She's living better than most folks in the United States.
She is, and she's got her nails done, her hair done. Well, I mean, the color. She's got her clothes. I mean, I wonder if she's going to stop wearing heels, because when she's not wearing her heels, she's just a little bit shorter than him. They actually look cute together.
Right. She said that I didn't expect him to be so short. He's just like a little sweetie. It's hilarious.
And she said that the first kiss wasn't passionate.
It was a tiny kiss.
That, like, out of all the kisses that we seen, that was one of the most genuine kisses that we seen on greeting.
Right. So it was it wasn't long and passionate, but I think there'll be many kisses to come. I'm like, yeah, you better say that for the camera and get his hopes up.
But did you see, like, he was like, I gotta take care of my woman. I was like,
right. And he was like, oh, and there was something with the was it him? There was something with the phone, like he got a call or a message or something.
His dad. Why was he deleting it? And then he telling him, right, I love you, I love you.
And he was like, like she's a little jealous, but it really feels good that she's claiming me as hers. I'm like, oh, she's claiming your wallet as hers. Quit playing.
Yep. Street food is everything. I might die by street food, but I just love it. You don't watch 90 Days? I'm struggling with it. I am struggling. I'm trying to get back on the 90-day train, y'all. It's just these people are testing my nerves.
You know what? I see it for what it is. Like, the scamming is evident. I'm here for it. The shenanigans. I'm just taking 90 Day for what it is. I don't believe that none of these couples are getting married. I've gotten past that delusion at this point. Until I see y'all actually do a wedding, I don't believe you. But I can
not even the look at Angela and Michael.
Right. I'm here with the foolishness.
Okay. I don't want Mike to get heartbroken either. Yes, Usman is the best scammer this season. He is, but we're gonna get to him. Alrighty. So what else is happening? Child, why do the producers insist on buying this busted Amazon translator to use on these shows? Why? He paying for that whole house and he couldn't get Wi-Fi so that his phone could work and he could use the translator on his phone. And on top of that, how was Paul in the middle of all of these jungles in Brazil fighting off, thieves with machetes, and his translator worked on his phone? What program Paul had? Paul is the dumbest fucking person ever to come on 90 Days, but yet had the best translator.
Right.
And no Wi-Fi, child. But why he deleting calls from his daddy though?
Right.
Mike, what you hiding? We already know what Ximena hiding, but what you hiding? What else happened for them?
Who was to say that was his dad though? He could have somebody else's number and just put that on me before he left home.
But again, what you hiding, Mike?
Right.
You think he's a player from the Himalaya?
I mean, I think he's one of those who's like, he might, you know what? Let me just have a couple out there just in case she don't work out. He already got backup plan ready.
Well, she did say as long as he could take care of her in the bed, he'd be all right.
Right. I
just pictured a jackhammer when she said that.
We're going to talk about that later. That shit, that was a preview. Never mind. That killed Memphis killed me, but we'll get to them later.
Okay. Anything else with Mike and Ximena?
Nah.
All right. So far, so good with them.
Right.
Who's next?
Let's do Ella and Johnny. Right.
They were on.
Yeah.
They were. Yes. Oh my god.
Okay, so they're talking.
Oh my god.
Johnny goes and sees his doctor, and he's like, like, I'm moving to America, and he's talking about like portion size, and he wants to help Ella lose weight and be more healthier. this is not the doctor, and the doctor was asking questions like, does she overeat? And she said, like, even in our country, when we overeat, we don't eat what our overeating is their normal, basically. So, he went to the the herbalist, got some herbs, and he's gonna take the little herbs with him to Ella. I'm like, okay, that's good. Now he meet up with his friends, and I'm about to be lightweight rude. I'm talking about his friends.
Mm-hmm.
No one should ever like body shame anybody, especially men to women. This is just my opinion. It's bad enough when women do it to each other. Men should not do it. I stand by that. Feel how you want to feel. Sir, when they one friend asked him, like, how will her size affect your sexual relationship? Fair question. I get that. But when his friend said, like, oh, like, if you guys have sex, you'll be smothered. I'm looking at him like, sir, you are 3 grains of rice from being the same size as Ella. I'm going to need you to not do that. And based on how you look, we know you can't be on top because I don't think you can hold a plank for more than 5 seconds. Just calling a thing a thing. Your arms don't look that strong, sir. So for you to sit there to talk about her weight and make that joke is inappropriate. And also, we know no one up. We know no one up. I want to see what's under you. I want to see what's sliding up under you. There's no way you can. There's no way you can be on top. Whole thing. Just saying. Don't do stuff like that.
Ciao. Okay, so let's see. What did you think about the Ella and her friends from her local coven get together and they make new moon water for her to kind of like help her with her romance and stuff like that?
Repeat that.
What did you think about the first scene with Ella where all of her witch friends got together to cast a spell and create the new moon water for her romance with Johnny?
I thought it was interesting.
Okay. And my only comment with regards to him going to the doctor and getting those herbs, are they even going to make it into the US? I'm
I
just
hope so.
saying, I don't know. Those might get confiscated. We have to check. I don't know. He should have tried to see if he could find an Asian doctor in wherever, or see if he could order them from in the United States. That might be a waste of money. And his get up with the hazmat suit to come to the United States, shut up. And his huge friend that wanted to know if her size gives them adds something to their sex life, shut up. I don't know. I have a lot of questions about Johnny. How are you giving up your job and you are the caretaker of your family, your parents who are taking care of your kid? You're quitting your job and coming to America for 3 months to be with someone that you've never met, but only online.
That was my concern. My concern was the fact that he's leaving his family with like no income.
This doesn't make sense to me at all. It doesn't even seem like you even love her to say that you're doing this, because I never really heard any. He doesn't speak with affection towards her. She's just almost a task that he's going there to help her lose weight. That poor fat American. That poor fat infected American. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Me neither.
They irritate me. And then she got up and put on a wig that isn't even a girl. It's of a guy who dresses as a girl in anime. Did I get that right?
No, it was a
The
like a
character is a
sexy.
guy, but he dresses as a girl.
It's a ninja art. It's a ninja type
Oh, I
move.
thought it was anime. I don't know.
It is, but it's a ninja. Yeah.
Oh, it, he didn't look interested, and neither was I. I have no interest in those two.
No, I hope it works out for them because I like them.
Naruto? Is that the name of the person? The ninja
Yes.
person? Naruto?
Yes.
Oh, good Lord. You root for them.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't real.
I mean, is any of the show real?
But this is painful. They aren't even entertaining like Usman. Oh my God. Anywho, who's next?
Usman and Kim.
Wait. You know, it should have been a clue of how I feel about them when I was even questioning if they were on the show or not.
That's true.
Kim's ankles are swelling. Don't take off your shoes right after you land in a foreign country after flying for many hours. That happens to my cousin. Let's see. Why is Usman inviting her to his team meeting?
Because he didn't want to leave her at the house and make not the house, the hotel, make her feel bad because she came there for him, and he didn't want to feel like he was just tossing her to the side.
But he's in a meeting.
True. No, I get that. But I also get where he's coming from. He's like, well, I don't want to like just dump her. But then when she says like, maybe I should just stay here since it's a meeting, I think he should have just went with that.
His manager, I think that was the manager who sets up the second meeting of the day with Rosa Ree. She is one of the top local artists in Tanzania. And I know that the PR and the manager had ulterior motives. And also it's a good stunt if they can get a picture of the two of them together to create a romance. Like they do it all the time with celebrities. What killed me is that they're thinking that Usman is a celebrity, but okay. But he insists on bringing Kim, and Kim is so stupid for going.
Yeah. The thing with Kim is I think she's trying to assert herself as his woman versus just letting him do what he needs to do. And this will be a good test for him, to be honest. Like, hey, like if you want to see be serious about you, great. But you need to trust him if you say you want to be with him.
Listen, but then Usman goes and does what Usman always does. He does that double talk. Remember when he says to the Rosa girl, "Oh, your tongue is so sweet." And he's speaking as if referring to the language, not her actual tongue. And it's kind of jarring because that's not what people are initially going to interpret that as. He's very slick with his own tongue. He really is. And then when he started saying she's a potential, meaning Kim is a potential right now, but she could be my wife. What? Why are you saying that? This is how he gets himself into trouble, because you're giving these women like false expectations when in truth and fact she's just a potential, not even.
Right, and he said this is a potential, like, but I was kind of surprised too when he said, like, potential wife or something, and marriage. I was like, oh, okay.
I do know that it's about the language, but what I'm referencing is that for others, it can be misinterpreted at first glance. And that's what happened. Because even Rosa came back and said, like, oh, I know he was referring to the language, but that's how he uses language, and it gets him in trouble all the time. All the time. Oh, congrats, FM. Nice. Sweet. Oh my gosh. Love the good news in the new year. I don't know. This was a waste of time. It really was. And it's just giving Kim false expectations. She's just going to become the second baby goat Lisa. I'm sorry. This is just stupid. Why?
If she has jealousy, if she don't know why she subjected herself to going, she should have gone with her first instinct and just said, "I'll stay here."
Oh my god! I didn't realize that Kimberly was interviewing for her new role. Oh my god! Sad. Looking at anyone who clearly see the truth. Okay. But Kim deserves. Anyone can clearly see the truth but her. I think I'm with Yanni on this. I don't feel bad for her. I don't. Like, you came to a video shoot to try and establish a relationship, a video shoot that's like how many hours per day? That's dumb. When is he going to have time for you? That is dumb. He asked you, or you invited yourself to a video shoot. Because look, okay, if he asked you to come to the video shoot, it's because he wanted to have something else to do besides being around you. And if you invited yourself to the video shoot, then that's your fault, because he's going to be busy doing work and you have no role in that. You can't help. All you can do is interfere. This is just all the way around dumb.
I agree. I don't understand with her with how she's not understanding that there's going to be times that she's going to make certain decisions and follow her instinct. She's so focused on Usman and becoming the girlfriend that she's not focusing on, okay, what's going to work best, if that makes sense.
She's annoying. And what Tracy says is true. This annoyed me as well. First, she was ready to flip a table. But when Rosa said potential wifey, she was her new best friend. At the beginning of their meeting, she didn't like her. That was her adversary. And by the end, they was girlfriends. Child. I don't know. He wants her Michael Jackson. Okay, so she's seen his antics before from previous seasons. She's delusional and should have stayed icing her ankles. Yep. Dumb was the gifts and the 50 t-shirts with his stupid face on them. Oh my God, y'all are so messy. She bought him this shit to buy. Wait, she bought him this shit by my kids. He left with his PS5 and MacBook to go chat with other girls.
Oh. That's true. Two grand.
She paid extra for the honeymoon suite, but he doesn't want to stay in there. Such a waste of money. And the thing is that she's overextending herself on the suite, on the gift, on the trips, everything, even down to the ratty t-shirts. She's a grown woman. And I do empathize with her, as everyone deserves love in life, but she's got to start with loving herself. I agree.
Ditto.
Someone highlighted her shoes on social media. They were bad. They were bad. Oh my God. I wonder if she'd do the same without Usman being a semi-celeb. She is fangirling a lot.
That's the thing. I want her. I really want her to come there and be the mature woman she is, and approach it from a mature dating situation. Like, I'm getting to know you. I got 2 weeks. Let's see what. Let's get to know each other. Versus her, because she's tagging along with him, which makes her look like a fan.
Mm-hmm.
And wearing his T-shirt like makes her look like a fan too. She's not. Putting herself out there as a potential girlfriend.
I don't like that phrasing, potential. I just don't. Anyhow, these fools, I don't care. Like, go and do you, girl. Fall into bankruptcy. Who's next?
Alina and
Caleb?
And Caleb, yes.
Okay, sorry about that, y'all. All right, so it's the next morning. Caleb has woken up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And he brings her Turkish coffee in bed, but she really wanted American coffee. I feel like there's no pleasing Alina. She's going to complain about everything.
Yeah, she's going to fall fine with everything. And you can see it.
Mm-hmm. And she's like, I didn't get my cuddles. He was tired.
He was tired. And like, why would you want somebody who's been on a 20-hour flight on top of you?
She flew 2 hours to get to Turkey, right? Because it's not that far. It's not that far. Same area, same continent, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm really lousy at geography. He flew 20 plus hours. Was there no compassion for that?
Agreed.
Not that I like either one of the two of these people, but honestly, I think she's just a little bit too much.
Do you think she came in with too many expectations?
Here's the thing. I think she did, but in multiple ways. I think she came in thinking that this was going to be the great romantic love story. And yet I still think that she is looking for every excuse to say, see, you're just like that other guy that did this to me. And I think that she's getting together with Elijah behind the scenes so that he can ask the shady questions that she's dying to know about of Caleb. Because she wants to come off as either the good guy or victim. And, let Elijah do all the dirty work.
No, I got you. I was looking at that too. I'm like, because you notice when he's asking those questions, she's just sitting back.
Or she's doing like a side eye to him, like, ask the question and then she turns to Caleb to get the answer. It's kind of weird. But I did like how Caleb flipped it back on Elijah and her, because like Caleb was asking him all of the questions. So he flipped it and he's like, so Elijah, tell me something about her. What was her last relationship? Okay, so let's just get to the gifts. He brought her a necklace, a tumbleweed necklace, and she calls it trash. And he pulls out the backpack to carry her, and she's touched by it, that he thought about it for her to take her hiking.
Right.
If she's not insulted by it, I'm cool. I can't wait to see her in it. I hope she enjoys the hiking. And unfortunately, I feel like she's going to do nothing but complain, saying she doesn't like hiking, even though she's physically not doing it.
What do you think? What do you think about her? How can I put this? I'm going to go back to her complaining. What are your thoughts about her complaining? Do you think this is the real her, or is she really she's just expected more? Because sometimes you can react based on the circumstances, or this could be who she really is. So which one do you think it is?
Wait, say that again. What?
Do you think her complaining is this her nature, or is it her expectations? Because it's two different things.
I think this is her.
Mm.
And unfortunately, I also feel like y'all ain't gonna like me for this, but I feel like she's into like some sort of like porn or OnlyFans or something like this. I don't think she is who she's trying to portray on this show. I think she's something completely different. I do. Their relationship makes absolutely no sense to me. Even though he was trying to explain, like, although they've known each other for 13 years, they dropped off for like about 9. And when they were back on, they've had other relationships while talking to each other online. This doesn't seem right to me. It really doesn't. And then, and I would hate to think that he is just trying to check something off of a bucket list with her. I would hate that. I can understand him getting a full night's rest. And then all of a sudden, he has a fresh perspective. I could also understand his shock at first seeing her. That's natural. He has, I think, been as open and honest as he can be with her regarding that. I think she is demanding. I think she's used to people catering to her and expects Caleb to fall into line.
Yes, because she's very. You can tell she used to be the one being in charge. So I wonder how he's going to take that.
Okay. She's got to be patient. She's responsible for teaching him how to help her. She's loving Elijah being the bitchy one. Yeah. Priya loves Elijah. I like his shady little looks, honestly. He is providing quite a lot of entertainment here. Especially when they were in the mosque and Caleb started talking about the energy. Can you feel the energy, man? And Elijah was like, what the fuck? Like, I was with Elijah on that. Like, what are you talking about? Is that dust? Like, is it a breeze blowing through the door? What is going on?
He was completely confused, and that was the hilarious part.
Yes. Whenever he talks about that stuff, I'm just like lost. Farmata says she reminds me of Natalie with her complaints.
Very good point.
Okay, FM says, Alina and Caleb don't know what the F they doing. For people who have talked for years, they seem not to know some of the most basic, vital aspects of her life. Yes, and this is what I said. I feel like he's seen her from the tits up and never and he had these assumptions in his head, but never asked the questions. Like, what are your limitations? Like, he was shocked that she couldn't walk.
Remember, he was also shocked that her height. Like he's like, you're much shorter than I thought you would be. So that tells me something as well. That there really wasn't any. It was pretty much all surface level. Nothing. To me, it's not as deep a connection as he made it out to be.
Look, they was doing sex talk on the chats. Let's just call a thing a thing. Let's just call a thing a thing. There was just a lack of thought on all sides here. And that's why I'm hoping that she is not something to be checked off of a bucket list here.
Yeah, agree. And Winter says, Their relationship seems very surface level. Agree. They
Mm-hmm.
only ask each other about how their date went for 9+ years. Exactly.
And now we find out that she's hiding when her relationship ended with the last boyfriend and that she was living with him. So whose apartment is it that they're in? Is that hers or is that Elijah's? Or did they just move in after she broke up with the last boyfriend?
The way it sounded like they've only been living in that apartment a short time because she said they just broke up recently.
But I don't think that's something to hide from Caleb, because Caleb has said, we've had separate relationships. But then she said, I didn't want to tell him because I didn't want to lose him. So was she talking with Caleb and being with the other dude at the same time?
Yes. Because remember, they've been talking seriously for about a year, but her relationship had lasted 6 months, and they were living together up until recently. So up until recently, I'll give it 1 to 2 months. So there's some overlap there.
But if he has had his little, ting, 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 tings, why she can admit to that too? Like, she's
Because
human.
right, but they were living together. I think that's the crux of the issue.
So, roommate with benefits. So what?
I think that's the thing. Like she's like because she even said if I didn't tell Caleb because I thought if I had told him he would back off.
Yeah, but you can't do that. She's so stupid. She should have just said, look, I got me a fuck buddy until you get here. I don't know. Okay, I think Caleb is just chill. That's all. He seems to like her. But she better change that attitude or she's going to push him away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Caleb definitely wasn't thinking about all the work and effort that it will take to be with her. No, because I think we take for granted having all of our, faculty, having all of our limbs, being able to hear, see, taste, smell, everything. We take it for granted until we lose it or until we come into contact with somebody who's disabled. And I'm just like, but this is what is making me like question their thing, because they're trying to establish an actual relationship, but basic questions he didn't ask of her. You're right, surface level. And then, they go to dinner. Elijah's super shady. Then Elijah leaves in the most dramatic way possible. And then they go back to the room. And it seems like things are going to happen.
Yep.
Remember his big concern?
Right. That is
I
out the
wonder if he
window.
can make it work out.
That's gonna be interesting. They're too funny. They went from one extreme to the other.
Okay. You're not late, Ryan. Welcome, welcome. Caleb's leggings had me on the floor. They were awful. Well, he's into all of that astrology. Not astrology. What, you know what it is. What is it that he's into? Metaphysical?
Medical physical.
He's hairy though. He's a little bit too hairy for me. Yeah, too hairy for me. Okay, any dude that's boasting about he's able to get chicks actually states it is a complete douchebag. Impressions are everything, and that always stood out during Caleb's intro on the show. Yeah, that's true. But that leads me to think that she's She's a bucket list.
Mm.
You know? How did he not know that she was in a wheelchair but got her a baby born?
That's true.
Oh my God. Do not believe he had no clue she utilizes a wheelchair. Their relationship won't pass friendship? Okay. He
Yeah,
knew
there's
she
too
was
much
in a
there.
wheelchair. He knew that she was in a wheelchair. He just didn't realize the extent of her disability and how much help she needs. Oh. Caleb got them from Mary on Sister Wives. Y'all are so messed up. Hairy and greasy. Oh my God. Lularoe leggings? No, he need a real shampoo. A real shampoo and a good conditioner and a nice trim because he has pretty hair. Ryan, he needs a wash. All right. So anything else on this couple? Y'all are so
No,
messy.
not this couple. We're good for them.
All right. So who's next?
I think all we have left is what, Memphis and Hamza?
Is that it?
I think that's it.
No, Gino and Jasmine.
Oh, Jasmine. Yeah, we can do Hamza and Memphis.
Do Hamza and Memphis? Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. Wait. Okay, here we go. All right. So they get outside the airport. Hamza looks lost. They're trying to find his friend who's going to drive them the 2-hour drive home that she has no idea is taking that long to get home. Her insecurities kind of flared up in the car, in my opinion. She admits that a past relationship, she had a lack of intimacy, which has hurt her self-esteem. So why didn't she fix that before she jumped into another relationship? She's just a train wreck. I just don't get this. I don't get this at all. He admits to her that they can't sleep in the same room, and she's mad because he has told her a lie. Get used to it, girl. It's going to be one of many because this guy seems like he's a liar. And this poor guy in the car who's driving them seems uber uncomfortable with all of these conversations going on. Let's see. She's nervous about meeting his family. Understandable.
Understandable.
So she gets to the house and she's greeted quite warmly.
I think because they're under the impression that she understands the rules. That's why.
Oh.
But Hamza told her like, oh, like remember he told her like, oh, we're gonna be, like sleeping together, and then she gets there and he tells like, by the way, no. So when she shows up, like she's super respectful, and they probably heard so much about her that they want to meet her in person, just to get to know the real her.
Okay, wait. Can we really call Memphis and Hamza a relationship? They don't even speak the same language, and all they connect on is sexy time. Right?
True.
This is the scary thing, though. She wants to marry this man. I question her judgment. How does she get through life? His family was very nice and welcoming. Props to his sis and mom for being so welcoming. And I think Jamal's right on them assuming she was aware. Yep. So sweet and welcoming. Let's see Memphis. Oh, we get into that Black Lavender. We get into that. So the mom and the sister, they sit down on the couch, they talk for a little bit. And then they show her where her room is. She asks where Hamza's sleeping, and they say out here on the couch. So she goes in the room and she tells Hamza, this is going to be a problem if we can't have sexy time before the wedding. And he says, no problem. Once everybody goes to sleep, I'll come inside here. Bad move, because his bum broke ass, unemployed broke ass, don't like to get up in the morning. Because if you're going to do that, you need to get up before your mom, your sister, and the foul cock in the morning before it start crowing, and get your ass back out on the sofa.
I thought it was a completely bad idea because there's another door that goes from her bathroom around or something. You know, it's like no other door but that door. So I understand how they thought they were going to get away with that if he's going to stay the whole night. And I felt bad for her in a way because she should know better. It's just her lapse of judgment, and this is why I feel bad for her because I know this is gonna make her look bad in the mom's eyes.
But was it all worth it? Because we see the previews for next week. It wasn't. I have no sympathy for her because she says that it's really important for her to make a good impression with the mom and the sister, but yet you want to be fucking in their house. Really? You couldn't calm your twat down for one fucking night after flying how many hours? You couldn't relax the kitty. You had to take that boy for a test drive. I'm glad you got disappointed. And I'm glad your mother, his mother's looking at you like the slut that you is. I have no sympathy for her whatsoever. Dumb. She makes poor decisions every episode. Poor decisions. I can't with these people. Okay, so he decides to sleep in the room. The next morning, they're talking. She's saying she's gonna, and the mother's outside the room hearing all of this. I guess the mom was going to open the door. Memphis opens the door at the same time, and the mother sees Memphis and goes in the room, and he's in the bed. The mother goes straight to the kitchen, and she just taps that counter, and she is suppressing her rage. They have defiled her home. So it's not bad enough that she's basically like shunned because she's divorced. Now she has one of her children having sex in her home that's unmarried. Really? Are you planning to get this woman stoned in the streets?
That was a killer for me. I'm like, you guys know better. He knows better. She knows better. Why would you do that? Why are you putting yourself in that position to come off as disrespectful to your own mom? And Memphis even mentioned this beforehand. But to her credit, she did ask him, like, why don't we get a hotel? So I'm going to give her that. And she should have gone with that.
No, she asked that too late. Because if you knew that sexy time was so freaking important to you, you do your debauchery outside of that woman's house. Again, why are these women going into other women's homes thinking that they're going to dick somebody down throughout their stay? I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not going to fucking in nobody's house. You crazy? But then again, I'm grown. I don't know. And this on TV too. Like, wow.
So how do you think this is going to end?
Well, he busts a nut 2 seconds in the crotch. Like, that's a fail for me. I would be rescheduling my departure and going home.
With them, it's just my struggle with them is that they know what the right thing to do is, but they keep doing the opposite.
That's because he's a liar, and he doesn't respect women. He doesn't respect his mom, because if he did, he would have never done that in her home. Look how he talks to her. Look how he treats her. And Memphis, do you think he's going to treat you any better? Nope.
We talked about this last time.
Yep. And then put liar on top of that, then put premature ejaculation on top of that. What the fuck is he good for? You can't get me off? Sorry.
And think about this, though. If he does come over, if, you know, she's going to be supporting him for a couple months.
You know it's going to be for life. Couple months, my ass. That boy does not want a job. Talking about how he wants to come to America and help his mother out. Yeah, he's gonna be expecting Memphis to be sending that money back to her.
I was thinking about that too.
Exactly. Why didn't they get a hotel if they wanted to have sex? Oh, I'm sorry, but if that happened in my house, slippers would be flying at both of them. It's just basic, like, manners.
Yeah, you know better though. That's my main crux of it. She was like, they know better.
No, is that the other show? No, the other show's at 4, right?
Yeah.
Oh no. If she wastes her money, okay. If she wastes her money to bring him over, she'll be taking care of him like an overgrown man-child, and he'll leave her once he has legal status in the U.S. Why should he leave her if she's going to take care of him forever? He could just, continue to cheat on her. And yes, Priya, why put mom in that situation? Why? I'm sorry. Like, he is too many problems. Too many problems. I don't know.
There's just too many. I think for me with them, there's too many red flags. I mean, from the very beginning.
She's beyond a garden tool. She's like a dumb garden tool. I wish she was just smarter. If you knew her priority coming over there was establishing a physical relationship with this guy. And you shouldn't be doing that in his mom's house. Case closed. Unless his mom was running a brothel, then hey, go at it. Pay for the room and pay for his time and go at it. But no, you're going to a Muslim country. Was it that much of an expense to get a hotel room? You said that you have enough to take care of him. You make a good living. Get a credit card and get a hotel.
Nearly has it right. If he does not respect his mother, he won't respect you.
Right? He gave Memphis the best 75 seconds of his life. And it's only downhill from there. Why did his bum ass not leave the room before the rest of the house woke up? If you're going to be sneaky, be good at it. Because his bum ass always has his mother waking him up at 2:00 in the afternoon to go to the gym. He ain't used to waking up early. And he really doesn't care, because when his mother came in, he was like, what are you doing in here? That's her house. What the fuck you mean, what you doing in here? Shoot, my mother would have put on a pot of hot oil. Straight away. Somebody gonna get doused. I don't get it. Don't get it. They would need to show a marriage certificate. Well, he could sneak in. Didn't when the chick that went to Jordan,
Brittany?
Yeah. She had the place and he would come over. I mean, he as Black Lavender said, 75 seconds. He's not taking that long. He'd come fuck her during the day and leave her alone at night.
True.
I don't know. Wait, we're dropping it down to 55 seconds? That's how long you probably...
Not 55.
Yes, all common sense went out the window. He's not experienced enough. That is evident. All right, so hold on. Do you wanna invite anybody up to have further discussion?
I mean,
or do
we
you have
can't
to go?
I do kind of need to like get some things
Yeah.
done. Yeah.
Alrighty. So we can do a wind up tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, oh, we have Gino too, right? Have we done Gino and Jasmine?
Have we? Oh no, let's go
I
through
don't think
them
so.
real quick. All right, so Gino and Jasmine, it's the next morning. They talk about how amazing he was. He's a good kisser. She felt his head. He didn't need the blue pills. She seems satisfied, or the best actress ever. And then they go sightseeing, and she decides to say she wants to see souvenirs from her country in his home and not the stuff from Brazil, because she doesn't want to be reminded of his stupid ex-wife. He says, don't say stupid. She doesn't care. She's just basically throwing childish little tantrums, which is annoying. I do like that he tells her, no, but it's not firm. She doesn't care. She's railroading over you, Gino. Like, I don't, whatever. And he's worried that she's going to find out that he's still friends with one of his exes. So what? She has a problem with you talking to a waitress.
Right. My thing is this: she's mad at him because he has a past. He has an ex-wife, but she has an ex-husband and 2 children, right?
Yeah. Do he know about them?
He hasn't mentioned. I guess we talked about this. I don't think so. I don't think so because he hasn't asked about her children or when he's going to meet her children.
He didn't even bring nothing for him.
Right.
He only brought one toothbrush.
I don't think he knows.
So do you think that she is like this, not because he's lied to her before, but because she's hiding so much stuff from him?
I think she's hiding some things. So when you don't mention your children, that's a huge thing to keep secret. Because that's a major factor whether someone will stay with you or not. Because some people don't want to deal with children. And I wonder if he's mentioned to her. He mentioned to her that he wanted to have children. So it's interesting that she's not mentioned her children. And I want to know if he's asked her if she has children. That's another key point.
They've discussed having children themselves,
right.
But they never discuss any other children.
Exactly. That's my question.
You're right.
Before I jump on her, I want to know, like, did he even ask that question?
No, because I think he's so simple. He's just like, well, I don't have kids. She doesn't have kids either. And if she did have kids, she would bring them up. He takes everything at face value. And I think, honestly, he's scared to ask her things. What if he asks her the wrong thing and she flips out and she stops talking to him for 2 days? I think that's why they default back to that stupid baby talk, because she's not going to get mad with the baby talk. So again, this might be surface level conversations and nothing else. Are we going to see her house where she lives?
It's going to be interesting.
Because really if he's gone all the way down there, don't you want to see where she lives? I would. I mean, we'd stay at the hotel, but I'd want to see where you live. Just saying. Oh, you know what I meant to ask you? Just going back to Mike and Ximena. Wouldn't it be great if either A, the kid's dad who's in prison busted out of prison or sent one of his friends from prison to stop by the house while Mike was there?
You're messy.
I think that would spice it up for me. I don't know. And she says she's hiding something too, right?
Yes.
Do we know what it is?
Hopefully we'll find out soon.
Interesting.
Because we already know what she's hiding from Gino. But is there? I want to know what more is there. Because I thought there may be more.
Well, we'll see. Did she say she was? Did Jasmine say she was married to her kid's father? Or no?
From the way I understood it, she was married, divorced, but she has 2 children. That's the way I understand it.
This was the episode, y'all. This was 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 Days, season 5, episode 4, Ghosts from the Past. I'm done.
You're done?
It's just stupid. It's just stupid.
I mean, if you don't want to, like, I'm
gonna continue watching it, but these are just dumb people.
Oh, I gotcha.
These are just dumb people.
Yeah, just take it as fun.
I hate everyone on this show. I just hate everyone on this show. They're just so stupid. And then to see how they just like stupidly play around with the lives of their children, it's just beyond. All right. So any final thoughts on this stupid show, Jamal?
No, we're good. And we still have one more couple to meet.
Who do you think is dropping out to make room for this final couple?
For me, if I had to guess right now, I'm going to say it would have to be Memphis. No, Ella and Johnny, because he probably can't get over here. What about you?
Yes, because they're the most irritating and least interesting out of all of the bunch. Their storyline it makes no sense. It's infuriating and it's insulting. It really is. So bring on the Preacher Man and Mahogany. Where are they? They're in Peru?
I believe it is Peru.
That's a new destination. We never seen Peru.
Right.
Okay, I might enjoy them. At least I can go sightseeing. Does Peru have a good soccer? No, it wasn't Peru that I followed, the football team. Okay, never mind. All right. Well, I have nothing to add to this other than these people are idiots.
I think we're in for like a laughing season, and we have to take it for what it is. Like, we know what's up. We just follow it and keep it moving.
I do hope that someone from the prison comes to visit Mike.
Don't wish that on him.
Yes, I do. I do.
Winter, we aren't doing maths, but Abalavi is. So I'm going to drop her link. Make sure to subscribe because she's doing maths. And I'm going to enjoy it so I don't have to watch it.
Oh my God. All right. So Jamal, until next time, my friend.
Of course.
All right, y'all. Bye.
Bye.